за друида в ВД против РМ, пиздец. Без батлмастера и с говногиром, блять, ужаснейшим.
Заставьте цеваря можем играть. Как-нибудь.
Ой, Роман ушел, кстати. Я посижу. Робби уже, блять, все кнопки нажал почти. Сколько пришло? Резист. Спанрог. Стопкик. Потринканул. Нашел меня, господин разбойник. Нет, температуру себе меряю, поэтому наполовину типа одной рукой играю. Я вниз. Подойдешь, если на этот. Ну, окей, так тоже пойдет. Хилите. Бля, я тринканул просто как полторашка какая-то. Я там ногу наебал. Сколько часов может? По другому выезжать, да? Бля, я так хуёвый лошадь, но все равно повёрся. Конрог. Обресту. Блять, вернул. Посижу. Я пойду энергию резать. И все должно быть. Я буду дождаться. Рога пиздец, на туре циркач какой-то. Would you generally play matches game plan wise as pretty strong? What do you mean? Like, that's such a broad question, you know? How do I play game plan wise? Well, we have a game plan. We don't even like have a game plan usually. We just play and we have experience. Most of the time, you know, my partners know what to do, and we just stick to that. Well, for lack of a better word or term, game plan. We know how the game usually goes and what to expect and what to do and how to, you know, react to things. How to answer their moves, I guess.
Сука.
Я вниз падаю. Нормально, Рога ванишь. Nice. Тут надо это первый шат разбить, мне кажется, по мне.
Тринкуй первый кидный.
Окей. Фу. Да не, это хуйня полная, мне типа перекинул. Что тебе шат разбивать надо? Фейк на обоих. Мага.
Хз. Дэс всегда тринкует первый кидный. Прям всегда.
Мне просто блайнд могут дать и все. Типа вот в этой игре мне просто дали блайнд, я выиграл. Ой, они выиграли, я ничего не смог сделать. Мы ничего не смогли сделать. But like, what are you looking for? Are you looking to focus someone down with wound poison when it has a healer? Are you looking to go off CCs and play chill when you don't have CDs? I don't know, man. It's like a really complicated question, not the kind of question I could answer, you know, right off the bat like that. Just can't. Not at this hour too. Like. I would have to, because, you know, I don't see it the way you ask it. I would have to actually analyze it and think about it and, you know, remember stuff and translate it and, yeah, just, sorry dude, but I can't answer your question. It's way too broad and like vast or whatever, I guess. Yo, Uzb, I give you my ack and make me for good rating. That's not how it works, man. What you're suggesting is basically a boost. Or that's the only way I would do it, is if you paid me money for it. Nah, I ain't gonna do that shit for free, man. Okay. Nice. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, это full. Пробуй стопнуть. Или я сдохну. Окей. Что не сдохну. What do you think is the best counter versus RMP? WLD? Definitely not WLD. I think Shatter was the hardest team we've ever faced. I think double healer with a warlock can be really tough as well. Double healer with a hunter maybe, but we haven't faced either of those. I think both of them can give us some serious trouble. But Shatter was by far the hardest come for us. Also, I think RLP is very difficult. RLD. Because from what I've seen, it's like you try to lock someone down as much as possible and pressure their healer with blind spheres and stuff like that. No, that happens a lot, I guess, yeah. Норм тим выжить. Ну, более-менее. Вижу дроида, видел точнее. Открыл. Пробуй сфер стопнуть сейчас. Nice one, зафейлил. И дам клон в око. Я просто тринканул. Короткий, блядь, что за фигня на самом деле сейчас. Ампер. Клонок. Можем подрыть, я сниму хуйню, может. Через кого вернет, если не стопнешь. Не, нас есть, но мне дроид сейчас будет контролить просто 500 лет. Сконфу. Инферно нас может снимет, не снял, повезло. Лосаешь меня. Может это побить, мне кажется. Блин, да как он вернул? Сука. Дебагать надо, по-моему. Сейчас, хотя, похуй сиди. Фейкнул. Я так хуёво, на самом деле, ты в эту игру, пиздец просто. Поймал все, блядь, что такое может. Клони Пета. Он с головы дал. Че по клони Пета? Окей, схуял. Еще мискликнул. Я чарный лук, если что. Я тринканул. Блин, просто я ультра хуево играю. Фейкнул. Дроида склон может. Не, может через кого эфире будет? У меня нет тринка. Ну, поступай дроида. Точно, в раз забрать, забрал. Дроида фукнул. Фейк. Я понимаю каст. Это не если что, фоллоу контроль. Через кого может вернуть. Бля, успел вернуть. Я поступлю на дроиде как смогу. I'm playing so bad this game. Actually ridiculous. How bad I'm playing. Вот сука. Вышел из этого, из формы, не смог нас хибернейт дать. What server is this on? This is endless. Бля, да забей, я просто ультра отвратительно отыграл. Я поймал в начале вообще весь контроль, просто который только можно поймать. Мне кажется, ну типа, мы можем просто чилить, то есть я могу, блядь, вообще стоять, типа, в ебенях, и главное, не умереть нам, типа, и мы их затыкаем, ты там один разберешься. Я в конце там ассист, может, кто-нибудь дам, если будет кулдаун. Ну, там тринки, там НС какие-то. Так могу вообще, блядь, просто чилить, нихуя не делать. Я вниз, наверное, пойду. Он мне тринкет отдал. Схип. Я поставлю тебя там хилит вроде хуйня. Пробует фир стопнуть. Я пробую стоять. Это хорошая идея, конечно. Я тринканул, нажал нас. Бля, хуёво сейчас сыграл. Поддал я на сыпи. Не через кого фернуть тебе пиздец, походу. Да, ничего нет вообще. Мне еще дроид идет контролить потом. Окей. Бля, дроида мы сбить скон. Хорошо. Дроида стопить, да. Он полутал. Тринки 20. Чаржим. Шелок поймал, но нет, ну. Он фернул меня как-то, блять, вообще непонятно как. Ну ты там нормально. Нет, тринки есть, кстати. Я там вспомнил. Можешь пушить меня, у тебя все. Дроиды сниму хуйню. Я просто нажму тринкет. Я съебаю. Как он, блять, его дал, тоже нихуя вообще не понимаю. Нет, тринкет это что? Мы сам зафейлил все. Через кого ферять? Надо стопнуть фер. Найс. Это фул, блять. Он у нас дал. Ну, можешь попробовать, типа, доколупать пета, если у тебя выйдет. Тринкет 15, в принципе. Дозвишь с ними. Тринкет 5. На следующий контроль будет тринкет. Такой, блядь, пиздец. Я хуел сюда. I'm playing so bad, but it's okay. Kind of late, and I'm trying, but I don't know. I'm not feeling too enthusiastic about playing right now, to be honest. Just want to chill for a bit. So not much. Are melee cleaves easy for RMP to beat? Yeah, I would say so. Not all of them are easy. I mean, yeah, not always. It's not a free win, but they're generally speaking, I would say it is. Yeah, I mean they are. Не увидит. Наверное. Як вам долтует? сижу это. Мась там, маш. Пробуй цепнуть, если что. Да, хорошо. Дрингану. Хорошо. Склону даун. Это full, на друиду чары. Что бьешь? Клон, но он ничего не делает, по идее. Я его стеснял. Блять, эфир попробуй стопнуть. Хуёво. 30 секунд нет. И нас нет. Нихуя нет вообще. Я цепну. Ой, чарно точнее. Цепал, сука. Тимис, блядь, друид. Тринкет 5, в принципе. Друид без мана уже не нарезает. Фейкнул. Конвок. Я пить пошел, у меня мана 0. И стинер, но еще держать его сейчас. Тринкета нет. На спирит. Фейк. Подойди на... Окей, я тебя могу. Бог сверху вернет. Это к склоне. Не, на хибер будет. Блять. О, как заебало это говно. Не, НС есть, но я не смогу дать его. У него второй 5 сейчас будет. Он закрыл. Можешь пета бить. Друид пить идет. Лока клон. The fool. Не знаю, блять, ультра хуёво играю. Я могу играть, блять, 10 тысяч раз лучше, по-моему, такое ощущение. Oh, hey Trota, by the way. I think I haven't seen you since the core main. Are you playing Endless or what? I remember you from War main. You were playing Warrior. Я дринкану. Клони 5. Четыре подряд резиста, охуенно. Они пушить идут на контроль. Я их что-то дочаржить. Он наебался. Надо фир стопнуть, братан. Окей, найс. Это фул. Черного. Это фул. Андроид. Окей. Да похуй, забыл. Убиваем на изи. Начинай Пета бить. Чтобы этот приз слез с маунта. По-моему, там лок с хуйней играет какой-то. С Демон Армором, блядь, вместо Фиал Армора. Бень. Look at the shit. He's playing Demon Armor instead of Fell Armor. Че, можешь врываться? Будешь ждать. Похуй вообще на лук. Это, блядь, дебил. Челик с Демон Армором играет. Поймал, но похуй. Тебе надо пристапаться сейчас. Я уже поздно. Сами. Ставим земли. Я не успел. Полга туда не хватило. Я пить, наверное, пойду сейчас. Да, я опять пошел. Приспет. Ладно, иди пять. Поехали сейчас. Поехали. Тебе сюда. Через кого вернет, но у меня уже есть тринкет. Баш приступ, потом склон. Можешь этот нажать. Завишь, да? Is alley just as good for arena in TBC? It depends. I would say overall it's worse, but not that much worse. On Alliance there's a few comps that are actually better on that are better than, you know, their counterparts, I guess, on Horde. Something like Warrior Druid, Hunter Druid would be better in Alliance. A few 3s comps. Everything that involves Disc Priest and a Warrior, I would say, is better in Alliance. Obviously those comps are not too strong. О, это хорошие... Мы, блядь, забьемся играть сейчас против них. Он отбегал. Я ныряю. Не вказ, да, мне похуй. Тиган. Да, в каст опять, но похуй. Вроде это вообще типа ни на что не влияет. Магу. Окей, он лосит. Каст поймал, но... Сейчас главное, чтобы они нас с этим петом не убили, потому что нет тринки, да нет нихуя. Должен жить. Блеск, берну, стоп. По-моему, они могут выиграть. Не, НСК нет. Лол, блять, 1 из 4. Ебучий, сука, даун. Я не думаю, что это снайп. А, кстати, он еще только первого пета заезжал. Вы, блядь, даже не близко были вообще к тому, чтобы выиграть. Ну, тут типа мы нихуя не можем выиграть. Нягер хуёвый. И по идее ВД невозможно выиграть. На Альянсе еще можем. Там есть этот расовый. Чё жужжит? Окей. Oof, casual to aim capping. Yeah, my worry suggested that they're sniping, but I don't think so. I mean, I guess they could be, who knows. We have good points for them for sure, but it doesn't make much sense to me, I don't know. Either way, I played bad, and even if I did play good, I don't think we stand a chance on Horde with this fucking dog shit gear against Troll. Actually impossible, I think. Even without everything that I've mentioned. Priest mage counters, warrior druid. Jump, 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 jump. Let's see if he's actually retarded. This is not. I might get one shot now. I was just really scared of it, so I trinketed it. Сейчас аккуратно мне репы на коч не триггет. Надо было подождать хаджа. Баш сюда. Там БО вся хуйня. Не треба, возможно. How the fuck do I get stuck there as a torrent? It doesn't make sense. Я Там они уже покоцаны все. Я побью чуть-чуть. Шамана мана 0. Иди с той стороны, я чаржу. Вечерную, если что. Да не, без проблем. Это что? Ладно, давай, спокойной ночи. Alright, boys, my warrior had to go. How's the population on Endless? I don't know. Seems to be okay. I haven't really played that much lately. It seems to be still playable, still, you know. I'm pretty sure this is still the best server for Arena. Сколько денег стоит сыграть с тобой в ВД? Не знаю, Дмитрий, у меня сейчас, если честно, времени нету на то, чтобы коуч делать. TBC Classic rumored to be early next year. Rumors mean nothing. Well, first of all, rumors do mean something, but probably not in this case. As to it being released early 2021, it's only beta that they've rumored. I mean, the rumors say that the beta will be released in like Q1, Q1, the first quarter of 2021, and that's only beta. So the actual game, I think, as we, you know, as some people guessed, will be released in like August or some shit. I don't know. Maybe if it's next year, yeah. Так я не за коуч, просто месяц уже не могу, норм, дру. Ну, типа, я так просто коучем это назвал. Да хер его знает, братан. Не знаю даже, как тебе что и сказать. У меня времени просто сейчас особо нету. Я делаю бусты, типа. Когда не делаю бусты, пытаюсь постримить, потому что, ну, просят стримить. И сам, в принципе, хочу и играть что-то такое, знаешь. Типа, у меня не так времени много сейчас, чтобы играть какие-то коучи или просто там за деньги с кем-то играть даже. Может быть, как-нибудь другой раз. Ну, там, типа, дискорд мой есть в описании, добавь, если что там. Договоримся о чем-нибудь, но не знаю, реально. Может быть, не скоро. I feel like I've missed on some drama. Was that a host? I think it was, but not too bad. I'm going off soon. What size shoes you wear? Man, your questions are always the best. I think European size is different from ours, from like what we use in Russia. Or, you know, the system of scaling or measuring we use in Russia. It's like 43. Well, let me actually Google it up. 43. So 43 in Europe would be 44 and 2/3, I guess. So that's my size. Little fit? That's not little. I mean, it's not big, but it's not little for sure. I guess 43 EU would be sort of small or little, but 44 and 2, dude, what the fuck is this? Can someone like explain me? What the fuck is 44 and 2/3? Like, how is that an actual size? Are you fucking stupid or what? Like, how come even we in Russia have a fucking 43 for that, and in Europe it equates to or equals to, or it equals fucking 44 and 2/3. Like, what the fuck, man? Vodka or kvass? I'd say kvass. Kvass is actually pretty good. It's a good beverage. My granny makes some really fucking good kvass, man, I'm telling you. That shit is to die for, almost. If you really like kvass. I haven't had that kvass in like legit 10 years at this point, and it's so good. I mean, maybe, you know, it's how you're, you know, how shit from your childhood or from way back in the day, you always remember it as like being the best or really good, or maybe it's that kind of deal. Does Pharaoh use Everbloom of Terror Idol in season 3, just getting back to TBC after like 5 years? In season 3, your best in slot idol would be the Badge of Justice one. Let me look it up. Relic, Druid. This one would be your best in slot. Or alternatively, this one. They're both good. I think this could even be better, but that one is also good. Maybe that one is better. I don't know which one's better, but both are really good. Better than the one you asked about. Да ладно, я просто спросил, все годы, у которых спрашивал, отказывали слишком высокомерно, ты вроде свой парень, обычный вот решил спросить. Но я тебе также по-обычному, в принципе, вроде и ответил. Я бы, может быть, и поиграл, тем более за деньги-то, наверное. Точно, ну, то есть, не точно, наверное, поиграл бы, но реально что-то времени в последнее время вообще ни хрена нету. У меня, ну, типа, на коуч много желающих, я уже, блин, несколько недель даже не могу ни разу сыграть. Хотя там и деньги неплохие платят. Is Night Elf Druid and Human Rogue viable into Season 3? It's viable, but it's definitely better on Horde. You guys are beefing hard. That's actually not that hard. That's pretty weak actually. I've seen way harder beef. This is some rookie shit. Просто не могу понять людей. Спрашиваешь просто про игру 2 на 2, столько оскорблений, как будто эти люди всю жизнь играют 2 года. Откуда столько часовых? Не знаю. Ну, просто, ну, типа... Можно же понять, почему там челики, которые играют хорошо, они какие-то гады, не хотят играть с кем-то, кого они не знают, или там... Потому что... Ну, я не знаю, играл ли ты когда-то на каком-то... Ну, достаточно, ну, реально высоком уровне, скажем. Даже вот мы предположим, да, что вот все вот эти челики часовешные, про которых ты говоришь, играют на высоком уровне, хорошем. Не знаю, играл ли ты на таком уровне, но когда на таком уровне играешь, ну, типа, очень мало приятного играть с плохими оппонентами, с плохими напарниками, реально. Типа, даже меня это пиздец раздражает чаще, чем нет. Никто это не любит. Ну, сколько часовая, тут тоже ничего удивительного. Люди разные и типа зачастую бывают такими не только в игре, а и в жизни также. Да везде. Время такое, наверное, не знаю. Сейчас модно. Часовая что быть. What the fuck is this picture, man? The fucking title is even better. Kanye West sucking on Shaq's feet. Man, this shit's hilarious. Fat German. You guys gotta turn it up a notch. Seriously, this is pretty childish. We need some better points, some better arguments, some better insults. Morning, mate. What's going on? Not much. I was just playing some twos with a friend. And unfortunately, we had to stop because he had to go. It's late out here in Russia, as we pointed out yesterday. It's 3:25 a.m. where I live. I assume it's pretty late where he lives, and so his fams are all sleeping, and he's apparently disturbing them. And they keep cock blocking him and wouldn't let him play, or they kept doing that, so he said he had to stop for that reason, so I had to stop consequently. Hey SBK, what up, man? German, German, I just called Power Scoper German instead of Power Scoper. Scoper, are you fat actually? Be honest though, are you actually fat? How much do you weigh? Nah, I mean, I guess you're probably not gonna tell us. Not in the presence of Rivah either. Only 172. 172 what? Don't fat shame. I don't want to fat shame anyone. I'm just asking if he's fat, you know, what's wrong with that? No hate, you know, no blame. No shaming. Was about to follow my question. Just curious. Well, trying to get back at the game as a total casual after 2 years of absence is like a pain. Hey, I thought you stopped playing. I thought you weren't gonna play TBC until like Retail Classic. Holy shit, I gotta go to bed, man. Until TBC Classic? I'm pretty sure I heard you say you weren't gonna be playing till then. So what the fuck? How can we play again? Beauty on the inside is what counts. I see Scoper's inner beauty. Yeah. That's bullshit. Rogue Druid, who carries the most weight as an importance in gameplay? Well, I would say Rogue, but Druid also has to be really good. Rogue's the playmaker, I think. Yep, I said that, but I had an itch to play. I wanted to test many things for my upcoming Rogue website, etc. Kind of made me relog. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, no problem, man. We've all been there, you know, saying, you know, we wouldn't play, we're quitting the game, and, you know, next thing you know, 2 weeks after, you're playing 5 characters. But actually I didn't touch the game for 2 years. It's like stopping cigarettes. Yeah, no. I know, I haven't seen you around. I mean, I saw you around, like in the chat and stuff, but not in game for the longest time. Oh man, we get fat mom stock. That's the best. I have one that's pretty funny, or used to be pretty funny. Are you baked? No, I'm actually sober. I might get baked tomorrow. I think I'm buying some weed tomorrow. That's not, you know, written in stone, but that's likely. So the joke, the mom joke, the fat mom joke I was gonna tell you was that when your mom lies in the bed, I don't think I'll be able to translate it in English actually. Yeah, that's it. That's sad actually. Get baked and stream mate, do it. Yeah, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or maybe some other day. Oh man, that one is actually so good, but I can't fucking translate it in English from Russian. Baked uzb. No man, you don't want to see that. Like, if you're here for the gameplay, baked uzb is the last fucking thing you want to see. We could have some fun and, you know, have a chat and have a laugh, a goof and a gaff, but not an actually good gameplay. It'd just be weird and I'd be playing like garbage. But, you know, I could give it a try, I guess. Your mom's so fat that when she sunbathes Greenpeace tries to push her into the ocean. Yeah, that one's quite weak actually. Dude, I used to know 2. I mean, I heard 2, and not like I was, you know. Used to know is probably not the expression here, but yeah, I think I've heard like 2 that were really good, and I forgot one, and I still remember the second one, but it's in Russian, so I can't translate it. Your mom's so fat. I took a picture of her last Christmas and it's still printing. No one is alright. That one is actually not bad. I'm so fat that when you throw a thing at her, the things go into orbit around her. Yeah. I guess that one is for the scientists almost, or not scientists, but like, yeah, the scholars. Dude, I wish my English would be actually good enough to host like a proper conversational, you know, chatting stream in English, obviously. I'd probably like I'd maybe get high and yeah, we would just have a stream where we all just talk and not play. I think that could be fun, but and I'm not like I'm not fishing for a compliment here, you know, but I'm just seriously saying that my English is just not good enough for that, unfortunately. Or maybe it's not just English too, but I think I just lack social skills in general. Your English better than my Russian? LOL. Well, obviously, if you haven't been learning Russian, of course it would be better, but it still doesn't mean that I could, you know, host any conversation I'd like to. Mom was so fat when she went for a swim she caused global flooding. Yeah, not bad, I guess. Yeah, Mom is so fat she takes 5 spots in a raid group. That one is okay. Dude, what are we even talking about? Like, I'm sitting here, you know, unable to translate you a fucking, you know, fat mama joke from Russian to English. It's like, it's pretty sad, actually. Здоровикст. Your mama's so fat she takes pictures with Google Earth. Not bad. Блять, пацаны, есть, короче, англичане в чате, не? Шутку вот не могу перевести, типа, про мамашу толстую. Типа, твоя мамаша такая толстая, что когда она лежит на кровати, у нее, типа... Походу, я даже на русском не совсем помню. Когда она лежит на кровати, у нее, типа, бока свисают с обоих краев. Хотя она уже как будто и не такая смешная. Короче, блять, позор какой-то вообще. Your mom is so fat, she looks down on me. I don't get no one, to be honest. You really want to tell the Russian your mama joke? Man, now that I've said it, I asked, maybe there are some really, you know, some fucking fluent English speakers that also speak Russian in the chat, and I, you know, addressed them and asked them to translate the joke for me. And, you know, saying it, I realized it's not even that funny actually, because I must have heard it like 10 years ago, yeah. It was probably funny back then, but right now it's like the ones you guys have written are way better. Most of them actually. Off the bed, boys. Bonne nuit. Oh. Good night. Is it good night? I actually don't speak German at all. But I like German. You know, I really like German in the Inglourious Bastards. It just sounded so nice in that movie, I don't know. Шутейки, кидиши про мамок. Если бы Друль был одет, вы бы ВД порвали Риваха? Нет. Я плохо играю за друида. Я друидом, типа, рестарт друидом по сути не играю. Вот сейчас, может быть, начну играть, так побольше. Посмотрим. Ну так нет. Присмак контрит ВД. Your mom is so ugly, your dad takes her to work to avoid a goodbye kiss. Yeah, that one is not bad too. Super extreme earlier? Thanks, man. All that pronunciation is on that bonne nuit, you nailed it. Mais bien sûr, je parle français. Je parle bien français. Si tu sais pas, if you don't know, now you know. Real SBKs are. Wish I could say that in French, but I can't. Not quite that good. Mais je peux parler. Je sais quelques mots et les expressions, je sais pas. Okay, mate, see you around. I'm going out for brekkie. Usa. See you, Will. Illidan was right. I'm not prepared. I even know how to say you're not prepared, I think, in French. It's like tu n'es pas prêt, I think. Это чувство, когда ты стереотипный русский и не понимаешь, что эти петухи в чате хотят. Это я, кстати, такой. Здорово. Have you ever tried Red Paladin? I have played it once. Like one time I've played it. I played 10 games on it. The true version is Vous n'êtes pas prêt. But tu n'es pas prêt is correct. Well, I guess if we're talking about the Illidan, yes, it would be Vous n'êtes pas prêt. Because it's plural. He's addressing like it either plural or, you know, which they don't have in English, addressing people, you know, in a respectful manner or whatever, which would be like vous avez. We have that in Russian, but in English it's just you are not or you are, I guess. For how long have you played in 2.4.3 estimated? A long ass time. that would be my estimation. Long ass time. Is that a good one? I don't know. Well, let's see. I started playing 2008 summer. So it has been 12 years since then, and I have taken maybe, I've taken several breaks. Some of them, I think the biggest one was like a year. A few of them were less. So all in all, I would say maybe I haven't been playing for maybe 4 years out of those 12. So that's 8. Eight or 9, somewhere in that region, I guess. How long would you say it took you to get decent level? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd say like two or 3 years maybe. More like 2 years or 3 years. Yeah, 2 or 3 years, let's just say. It took me to get decent, and I'm actually becoming better as I play. Surprisingly. Still, there's still room for improvement, and quite a lot of it, I would assume. It's not, the improvement is not as obvious and, black and white, but I can see it. It's way more gradual and slow, but it's there for sure. $80 years of just TBC, yeah, somewhere around that. I mean, maybe it's less, maybe it's a bit less, not that much less, I don't know. Do you think rolling a shaman for TBC is overrated for PvP? Obviously, they are gods in PvE. I'm not sure if it's overrated. Shamans are not overrated by any stretch of the imagination when we talk PvP. Shamans are actually one of the weaker classes in PvP, I would say. So I'm not really sure how to answer your question. I mean, rolling shaman would be okay, but there are better classes, I would say. But if you want to play shaman, you probably should. If you think you're gonna enjoy it, give it a try. They're decent. One of the things about playing a weak or a weaker class is that it's more rewarding. Like back in the day, I used to play a lot of quote-unquote fun comps, something like something like Pharaoh Warlock, LA Affliction Warlock, Pharaoh Warrior, King Pharaoh, Pyromage, Priest Pharaoh, stuff like that, Played quite a bit of it, and even though obviously those comps are not as strong, you have to play really good and do your best almost every time to win, and there's something about it, and it feels very rewarding to win games when you play those comps. And I assume that playing shaman in general could be similar to that. I mean, where when you really have to try every single game and stay focused and be focused, and when you actually beat some decent opponents, it feels good, way better than it would if you were playing some other class. Especially I've had a period of time, or let's just say period of time where that was totally the case for me, and I would keep playing those comps. Wait, this is not Mellow Mike? Yeah, it's not. I actually started playing Resto the other day, and I think I'll continue playing Resto for a while, see how it goes. I'm enjoying it, surprisingly. Mage Hunter was fun, lol. I appreciate your response. We used to trap people and switch on them. In Freezing Trap, for instance, it's a total chess match. Thank you. Yeah, man, no problem. Feral Rogue 2's worth going for, or continue the nightmare trying to learn Druid Rogue? I mean, Druid Rogue is obviously a better comp, but Feral Rogue is actually a pretty good comp for double DPS. It's certainly my favorite double DPS comp, and one of my favorite comps in TBC, like in general. I've had so much fun playing that comp whenever I was able to play with some good teammates, you know, whenever I had good people to play with. It was always so fun. But I mean, it's up to you. You could give it a try. I would say classic Rogue Druid. You know, the regular Dream State Druid Rogue, or Rest Druid Rogue prior to Season 3, I guess, is definitely a stronger comp. On Alliance or on Horde, doesn't matter. And could even be easier to master or to learn how to play, but I'm not sure about that one actually. I don't know. Can anyone explain how it feels when you hear random Russian speech? I don't think anyone can. I think when people who don't speak any Russian whatsoever hear the Russian speech, they might catch some words that they know, they understand, because I think there's a lot of words in Russian, in modern Russian, that are, you know, of a different origin, you know, that come from different languages, from other languages such as English or French or German or whatever. Not German probably, but like English and French, I would say, mostly. And when those words are being said in Russian, even people that don't speak Russian, you know, catch them, I guess. But that's just my guess. But still, like 80% of it for them would be just some kind of gibberish. I hope I can push Glad as SPR in TBC Classic. I think in TBC Classic, if you play good, you should be push Glad. You should be able to push Glad as anything, literally. Any comp you could push Glad with, probably. Because Glad in retail is not even that hard to get, and it won't be in Classic TBC, I assume. Pretty sure you could get rank 1 as Feral Rogue as well. I'm not sure. Maybe in Season 4, but even then it would still be really difficult, probably. But also probably possible. do like all rank 1 does, key dodge. Well, not everyone does that. Not everyone that gets rank 1, I guess. Do you think retail BC will be less competitive overall than private servers? Definitely no. Why would it be less competitive if most of the people playing on these private servers will be playing on retail as well? And then a whole bunch of other people, I guess. How do I even duel a warrior? I forgot. I haven't dueled a warrior in like over 10 years. What the fuck do I do? I seem to be pretty dead. No idea, man. No idea what to do. I need a better opener, I think. This bar skin is very questionable, I think. Some sick mace stones.
No man today, maybe
It's
tomorrow.
resisting my stones. I so CBA playing right now. Fuck this. Fuck this, man. Is he gonna resist again? Of course. Is he gonna resist that one too? I thought he would, so I started casting. I mean, I didn't even expect that stunt to land, so I just ran right after instead of casting right away, which is what I should have done. Okay, this is gonna be the last duel. Fuck this shit. This is the dumbest fucking shit. I hate this. I'm not feeling it at all right now. So last question for me, the most optimized mid-max comp I've heard is Druid Hunter, and this is blown out of proportion due to Cherries and Biste original PvP video. Do you think this is valid? I don't know what the fuck is a mid-max comp? You're gonna have to elaborate, because I don't know what that means. Mid-max, like what? It doesn't make any sense to me. Rogue Druid is better than everything. I mean, Rogue Druid is probably the best comp, yeah, I agree. If you know how to play it right, if you play it like at the highest level, it is really good, as you can obviously see. You know, using the example of Mir and Miro, they're both really good and they play the comp really good, and it totally shows. It's like really difficult to beat them as any comp. Min-max means means like playing in the most optimized. No, min-max I understand what min-maxing is, but he typed mid-max. So what the fuck is a mid-max? Like with a D, mid. I know what min-maxing is. Anyhow, Hunter Druid is a strong comp if you play it well. Mid-max means its lowest is still mid-tier. No. I don't agree. I think even something like Warlock Druid would be more of that than a Hunter Druid, you know. I would say that about something like a Warlock Druid or Priest Warlock maybe. Or Priest Rogue even. Nah, Priest Rogue is actually a bit more trickier probably. I don't know, man. I always find these questions really hard to answer. Hunter Druid is strong, but I think not what it used to be in any case. Yeah, it used to be stronger, first of all, and secondly, what? I forgot what I was about to say. I mean, yeah, I think it used to be stronger, but it's still very strong if you know how to play it right. I think the comp is actually very strong. But do you like lasagna? I do actually. I haven't had it in a long time. I should probably, you know, I should probably have some soon. You know, go somewhere maybe to the restaurant or something. Have some good ass lasagna. You mean lasagna, right? A dish. And I've never had an onion soup. I have always wanted to try it, but I've never had one. I think I'm gonna like it. And as for Hawaiian pizza, I don't mind it. I'm not a big fan. I used to like it when I was a kid, or well, in my teenagehood. I'd fuck with it more. But now I haven't had it in a long time. I think I'll be okay with it. But it's definitely not my choice when I go for pizza. Rest the Druid and dual SOSL log for 3's Annihilation. Not sure. I think the comp could be okay, but it's not too strong probably against really good teams. Who doesn't like lasagna and pizza? Yeah. Those are great. Is there anything else but the meal called lasagna? I'm not sure. I just don't know how it's spelled, you know. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe you meant something else, because I know like the pronunciation is like lasagna, and I don't just quite see the, you know, those sounds, I guess, in this word. If that makes sense. Where do you get the fucking nya from if it's G-N-E? I don't know. Does that make sense? For the gluten intolerant people, I guess that's a good one. I mean, I think they still love it, it's just that they can't have it, right? If you're gluten intolerant, you probably still fuck with gluten, with food that consists of gluten or that has gluten in it, but you just can't have it because you'll die or some shit. Is that how it works, right? You'll die if you eat gluten. If you're gluten intolerant, you eat like 1 gram of gluten or the equivalent of it or some shit, and then you're insta dead, right? That's how it works, I'm pretty sure. You can also like it and not eat it because it's not exactly healthy. Yeah. Yep. Nah, I'm just kidding, obviously. Some get diarrhea from it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Diarrhea is not a big deal in my opinion. It doesn't feel great, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, if we were to weigh, you know, the enjoyment from eating some really fucking sick lasagna and then having diarrhea afterwards, I'd probably go with lasagna. Are you single, Uzb? Not anymore, actually. Not since like almost 5 months. I'm not. Dairy kill you? Doubt it. I doubt it, man. What are some good comps for 3-3 in TBC? Well, some of them would be RMP, RLP, RLD, RMD, WLD. Do you see a pattern here? Some double healers could be good. You know, Rest the Druid, Priest Warrior, Rest the Druid, Priest Warlock, shit like that. Rest the Druid, Priest Hunter, that one is harder to play, but it's good still. Shadow play is good. Shatter is good. HLD is good. Is she at least a hunter player? No, she doesn't play games at all. Holy Pally girlfriend? Nah. Nah, And I mean, to be frank, who would even enjoy dating a Holy Pally girl? She would obviously have to be masochistic, right? Who the fuck even plays Holy Palace? If you don't want to be hurting yourself constantly, then why the fuck would you play Holy Palace? How highly do you rate a girlfriend IRL compared to high level playing? Compared to high level playing game? Shit, man. Like on a serious note, it's kind of hard to like put one against another, you know, to weigh those. It would be kind of hard. Because I assume by high level play in game you mean like the experience of playing at a high level, because it does feel good, obviously, since we keep coming back for it. Or are you asking which one would I choose if I had to choose between one, being able to play at a high level or having a girlfriend? Both questions are kind of complicated and not really easy to answer for me, because both are, you know, both feel nice. Gonna do some games with viewers again sometime? Yeah, maybe sometime. Not sure. I gotta say, I don't necessarily enjoy it too much. Because I'm not, you know, I'm not that great of an entertainer. I think, at least as I see myself. Someone might disagree, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. And so when I play with viewers, it's not as fun, you know? As if it were someone like fucking Mice playing with viewers, or... Because Mice is entertaining, like, you can say whatever the fuck you want about the guy, but he is entertaining for sure. Unintentionally, I feel like. Entertaining. Or someone like Soda Popping, or like fucking... I don't know, those guys. Asmon, I guess, is entertaining. I'm not like that by any means. So when I play with viewers, it's just... Drainer is actually entertaining when he's playing with viewers. I had a lot of fun watching his streams playing with viewers. I mean, high level as in your gameplay. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I'm not sure what exactly you meant to that. You know, what the question was exactly. What if you found out if your girlfriend was a 1600 rated warlock? I mean, I'd probably ditch her, let's be honest. How can you be a 1600 level warlock? 1600 rated warlock is like it's impossible, right? You have to be, something's gotta be deeply wrong with you, right? I mean, I don't know. Zarya and Pika always super entertaining. I fucking hate Zarya actually. I mean, I don't fucking hate him. Probably not the right expression. But it's like an impulse. I guess I got and just went with it. I don't like that guy. It's like, I don't know why. It would be really hard to explain, but that fucking guy stinks. So fake, it seems like. Almost like Pika. Also, Pika is like I mean, I guess they're both genuinely really hyped about everything, maybe. But you know how when you observe, you know, other people's behavior and everything, you project it onto yourself, I guess. And so when I do that, I realize that if that was me, you know, acting that way, it would mean that I would just be completely fucking fake and, you know, just hyped for no reason. I don't know how to explain, but you know, I definitely wouldn't like that version of myself, and I would actually detest it and despise it. That being said, I have nothing against either of them, and I'm not saying that they are, you know, what I may be making them sound, I don't know, man. It's getting late. I'm having a hard time expressing my thoughts. I'm not like, I got nothing against Pico or Zarya. I'm just saying, I don't really like them too much, especially Zarya for some reason. Just I don't know. They just put a lot of effort into trying to be positive, to the point where it can feel fake to an extent. I guess, I don't know. Pico and Tilt is pretty funny though when you get to see it. I don't know, I haven't really watched too much of his stream. I watched it a few times. And same for Zarya, but in the case of Zarya, like whenever I would, it's just, I can't stand that guy. I don't know. I don't know why. I really don't know him. But there's just something about him that's like, that's so off-putting for me. I don't know. Just not my kind of person, I guess. I'm starting out Pharaoh. I'm having a hard time learning intos. Have any tips? Starting out as Pharaoh, having a hard time. I don't know. Pharaoh is one of those classes where it's really hard to pinpoint or hard to put your finger on what you could improve or what you should start doing, because it's the little things combined that matter. You need to just have a lot of experience, and if you enjoy playing it, you need to just stick through with it, you know. Just play it until you start understanding how the class works, and when you're able to do the damage, when you should go for CC, when you should start healing, when you should kite, and all that. And all those things, they come from experience. Watching streams and videos, I guess, of some good pharaohs playing helps. How did you get so good in English? I don't know. I really don't. I was studying English at primary school and middle school. Not primary school, I think middle school. I studied it for like 1 or 2 years at school, or in school. And then I pretty much stopped studying at all. Studying was just not my thing, and I would barely do that. And I barely finished the school. Always hated studying in school, particularly, and university and those, you know, places. Studying in general, learning something new, I don't mind, but you know, the way they do it in schools and universities was just was never appealing to me, or even bearable for some reason. So yeah, English was no exception, and so I only studied it for a few years before I'd stop, or before I would stop. And then when I was 16 or so, I lived in Egypt for almost a year, and I had the opportunity to just practice English, you know, speak English on a regular basis, a daily basis. I don't know, just speak with tourists. I was living at a resort hotel, where my stepdad was a general manager at the time, and he would also help me a lot, by the way. My stepfather, he would always be there for me, you know, helping me with all kinds of things, English being one of them. I always had someone to ask how, you know, how to say this or that, or how this or that tense work, or, you know, English related stuff, or along with a whole bunch of other things. And so I lived in Egypt for like 10 months or so, and I would speak to tourists, to the staff, and to my stepfather, and somehow I was just really enjoying the process, and was just really into it, and felt like, you know, getting good at it, I guess. And I always wanted to not have that strong Russian accent. And it just somehow happened, I don't know. And since then, I came back for Russia, and I just kept studying it in a way. I never really did it the proper way, you know, with a teacher, or I wouldn't even watch like some kind of educational videos or anything, courses, none of that. I would just watch, you know, content in English, and I still do to this day on YouTube and stuff. And obviously I would play WoW and have teammates from all around the world, basically from Europe mostly, to whom I would speak in English and practice it and keep like maintaining it and learning it as well. And I still do to this day. What time is it for you? It's almost 5 AM. Yeah, Pharaoh was my favorite. In duos I'm pretty good, but twos is pretty tricky. LOL. Yeah, I can see how that could be the case. Well, yeah, I mean, if you enjoy it, just keep learning, I guess. Keep playing, and eventually, I would say what really helps the most is just watching, you know, the good players play, be it Pharaoh or not even. If you watch good players play Arena, that's supposed to, I think, motivate you. At least it always motivated me when I would watch it, like a really good player. It would motivate me, it would just trigger something inside of me, and like give you know, way to this desire to play like that or something, you know. It would motivate me, and it helps a lot. And you can also learn like in a more direct way, where you see what they do and you try to understand why they do it, and you do understand it, and then you know, end up with a better understanding of the game. and it helps in that way too. Not just motivation, but motivation I feel like is huge, you know? Peekaboo is legit slash good. Zarbat is fake and not anything special. Yeah, I think Pika is more, he's more natural in the way he behaves or carries himself. They're similar in a way, right? They're both like high energy, positive vibes, all that stuff. But Pika is, yeah, more genuine, it seems like. Zarya is just, there's just something that to me, again, is so off-putting about Zarya, and I'm not quite sure what. I think that guy is just like, I'm not sure I wanna talk about it. I probably don't. I'm sure it's some level of compensation for something he hates, but it's probably armchair psychology. Seem to have a fixation with toxicity. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into that stuff. I don't understand the trinket switches and stuff. Well, the trinket switches are not that complicated, really. Like, for instance, you're playing Feral Rogue, right? And let's look at an example of a trinket switch. You're facing something like well, let's say Hunter Druid. Let's just say for an example, as an example, Hunter Druid. You're facing Hunter Druid as Feral Rogue. You go Hunter, and you shiv him just to keep him slowed, and you get on him, you start damaging him. So the druid pops out, right? And you want to do a trinket switch. So you blind the druid when you still have all your cooldowns. And when he uses your trinket, you still have all your shit, like you have a bash, and your rogue still has vanishes. So you have a lot of kill potential. And the druid has no trinket. So you can lock him down with your bash and a kidney shot. And he has no trinket for that. So even though he has Barskin and NS, it's not gonna be enough for him to survive oftentimes. So what you do is you blind the druid and you keep going Hunter. In this given scenario, right? Or example. And by going Hunter, you're forcing the druid to use his trinket. Because if he doesn't, then he might get sapped, or you might damage the Hunter to a point where to the point of no return, right? Or whatever. To the point where it's impossible to recover. So you force the trinket, and then he uses it. You can Pharaoh charge the druid and bash him, and your rogue could stab the druid and just start fucking hemoing his ass, and then kidney him after, and then maybe vanish and Garrett or something, you know, just to give you an example of how it works. You don't always have to do it. It comes with experience when it's good to do it, and what are the requirements for the successful trinket switch. It all comes with experience, man. I think something you learn watching good players too is you don't have to play flashy to be good. Yeah, of course. When you watch movies, you see a bunch of flashy plays, or the plays that look really flashy, but they may not even be flashy. They may or may not be. They may just be some really sick plays. Like, if you watch Mir's movie, one of his movies, you'll see a bunch of flashy plays, at the at first sight they look flashy, but they aren't really. They're just a really good place that are like weighed out and calculated. They aren't flashy necessarily. Some of them are, but most of them are just calculated, just solid, good place. He makes just good moves at the right time, and it gives him like puts him so much ahead, right? Because of those plays, but those plays are not, those moves he makes are not being made to look flashy or something, but they're being made because they're just really good. I don't know, it's hard for me to explain, but yeah. And then you can watch someone like Kamiki, I guess, or SBK maybe, and you'll see a bunch of flashy plays. And then when you're decent players, when you're a decent player and you face those players, and you face those kinds of players, you'll know the difference between a flashy play and just a play that looks like a flashy one, but in fact is just a really well calculated, a well made move, weeded out, that gives them like so much momentum and puts them ahead. But not something like I don't know, it's kind of hard to give an example, but whatever. If you had the choice, be born a man or a woman, I don't know, I'm fine with being man. And if I had the choice, I probably couldn't make it. I don't know. I'm okay with being who I am, Most players are usually scarily consistent. Their predicts and outplays are usually from seeing situations happen similarly hundreds of times. Yeah, that's true. It's similar in MOBAs too. Yeah. Like it's the same pattern in Smite. You'll see diamonds always trying to go for outplays and trying to take unnecessary risks. Meanwhile, the good players are just consistent. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I agree with that. That's really helpful, actually. Thanks. Yeah, man, no problem. But yeah, I guess if I were given a choice whether to be a man or a woman, knowing the consequence and knowing, having the experience that I currently have, I probably couldn't make the choice, man. I'd be like, fuck, I don't know. I think, well, this is good in that way and that is good in that way. And, for good, if we're talking for good, like in general, be a man or a woman, I don't know. I don't think I could make that choice. It would be fun to be, a woman for a while. Being a man, like, I'm a man, right? And I'd imagine it would be fun to have the experience of being a woman for a while, right? But that's not how it works, obviously. And we don't get to have that experience, I guess. Well, I think it's about the time to call it a night, boys. I'm actually really sleepy and yeah, quite tired. Used to main Feral. Feral is like one of my main classes. I wouldn't say I used to main it. It was among my other main classes. I don't think like I have a main class per se. Maybe Disc is my main class, or maybe Pharaoh, or maybe Warrior. It's hard to say, you know, what even is my main class. Because I would say I'm playing Disc, Warrior, Enhancement Shaman, and Pharaoh at about the same level. Is it GLAD capable? Well, that depends. Is it GLAD capable on private servers? Not so sure. Maybe. You'd have to play really good and have all the required best in slot gear, and it would probably have to be season 4. Or else you would have to be really lucky, or you would have to snipe and dodge and do all that fishy shit to get your GLAD. But if we were, you know, to imagine a situation where you wouldn't be doing any of that, it would probably have to be in season 4, where Pharaohs get the riot gear, the Sunwall gear, and then you could push for GLAD, yeah, but it would be really difficult on a populated server with decent competition. Yeah. Thanks for the help. Have a good night. Thanks, man. You have a good night as well. Alright, boys. You all have a good night. Yeah. I'll try to stream more, as I said yesterday, and here I am streaming today, so hey, that's progress, I guess. Maybe I can keep the fucking stream train going or whatever. Anyway, boys, have a good night. Take care. See you next time.